Kapton tape is, my opinion, one of the best adhesion you can use on a 3D printer. Kapton tape can last very long if you use it in the right way, but it can be a pain to install on the print bed. Let us dive into how to do. But before that, we will roll that intro. So what you need for this type of work is, of course, Kapton tape. It comes in different types, shapes, and it's mainly, when I say shape, I mean different width, how long it is. As longer, as more difficult, but as longer or bigger, it also makes a more even for the bed. You need to be very careful that you not damage the edges, get some scratches in the Kapton tape, because if you get that, it will be impossible to work with and you can just throw away this roll. And yeah, this big roll here, I don't know, I think I paid 25, 30 euros, but I have it very, very long time and you can use it really long time on your 3D printer if you take good care of it. It also gives a surface like when you print on glass. So the other thing you need to have is a small bowl with some water in, some dishwasher that we will put in to the water, a sharp knife, and a lot of patience when we start to this. But first let me take off the old Kapton tape so we can start to add the new Kapton tape. So guys, trust me, that was the easy part. One thing I forgot when I presented what we need to use, you also need a kind of credit card as a scraper. It can be a platinum card, it can be a gold card, but it can also be an old card that's not usable anymore. And I would advise you do that. Promise me one thing, when we start on this, don't get angry when you do this. Stay calm. I have sometimes problems, my temper runs off with me, but I hope my way to do it make it a little bit easier. So let's get to it. Let's do Kapton tape. Before we do that, be sure that your surface is clean and nothing is on it, because it will be visible when you put on the Kapton tape immediately. So let's get into it now. So the first thing you need to do is to add some dishwasher soap to the water. Just put a nice amount in and we will mix it with the water, and from that we will add some water here on the plate. So nice and steady. Step number 2 is now to get this Kapton tape, and this is really a mess. It is, when it's a wide roll of tape, as you see here, it is important that we drag it out, and I will try to get it out like that, and then I will add it here on the soap. And the purpose of the soap is that you can slide it so it fits and drag it out. From now on I will cut the rest off. We'll do that here, and it is a very living thing. Whoops. Here we go. And as you can see, it's very easy to move around. So the next I want to do was take my platinum card and take it from inside and out. You see now that the Kapton tape has no bubbles in, there's no air bubbles, no nothing. So the next step is to cover this little amount here. I think this one will not go deep into, so we do like that. I do like that. And I take my credit card and I go here, just sharpen the edge. So I have another type of Kapton tape. Just one thing, and that is I think it is maybe a little bit higher, but honestly it's not too much. So let me see if I can use that, because otherwise I take a lot from the other roll, and I really don't want that. So I take this one, put it into here, so we have the whole print bed is covered with Kapton tape, right? So again, we take it a little bit here, from inside, from the center and out, to get rid of all air bubbles. And when this is done, we will go to step number 3. And that is to turn on your printer and heat the bed to around 60 to 70 degrees. So let's do that. So I go into the menu, and here we are. Prepare, oh that was wrong. Control, temperature, bed, and I will put it on 65 degrees. So, and the bed is heating. Only the bed, not the nozzle. So, and while the bed now starts to heat, you continue dragging out everything here. Everything out. So, let me continue doing this. I can feel that the bed starts to get hot. That's very nice. And see now here, let me see if I can cut this. Well, it's not working. It gets a little bit messy here in that corner. We will correct that. But you see now the tape it's really hot here now, and we continue onto from inside and out. The bubbles will disappear, and the water will dry up, and the Kapton tape will fit and sit very, very, very good. continue. Inside and out. Inside and out. Last of the bubbles. This will be the same as printing on a glass plate. So we are on 65 degrees, and I think we're on the right spot. The glue on this small Kapton tape was not really good, so I'm excited to see if it sticks when I get there, and we have a little bit here. Cut that as well while the bed is hot, and now we will it doesn't matter if you cover totally to the edge. Normally it looks better, but the printout will not print out there anyway. So let's see. So it's not, the glue is not really good on that small. So I think we are close to have a very good result. Where did I do off my? So here we go. We take a last round, and then we will let the bed cool off. So let me turn off the power. Whoopty. So this looks very nice, and we will now let the bed cool down, and everything should fit much better. So now we have a totally nice surface on our print bed. And the good thing is you can use auto bed leveler. Compared to glass, it's not that easy. It needs, matter of fact, at least a lot of modification. But you can use the auto bed ABL sensor for leveling the bed. And Kapton tape, it really lasts long. One thing, I don't use glue stick or something like that, but I use a product called Demafix, and it's a spray, and it puts a very, very thin layer on the bed, and I can promise you, don't have warping or anything, and it's very easy to take off from the Kapton tape without damaging it. I will show you that in my next video, where we will talk about 3D printers and Viking toasts, what that ever had together to do with each other. So I use a little bit of that. I'll show you that in the next video that will come after this in a few days. And well, let's just finalize this one. Let's see. It looks good. It looks very good. Really nice, very good. So this is how I put on my Kapton tape, and as you can see, it is quite easy, and the soap water makes that you can push it around and organize it and cut it in a good way. And by heating the bed, the water is drying up, and it sticks. Now it seems it sticks very well. And matter of fact, it looks it looks great. There can be one thing, because you use water, and I have discovered when I start the printer again, you have here the connections for the hotbed, the plus and the minus, but also the sensor. So if you get an error when you start up your printer and you get and I use MK4 Duo as a firmware, but it says pit error or sensor error or whatever you will get, then it is only because you need to dry up below here. Then the water has been coming below here and is connected both to the plus and the minus, and make a shortcut on the sensor as well. So you dry it up with some paper or whatever, and your printer will run again. At least it is so on my Ender 4 here. So go ahead, buy some Kapton tape, and happy printing.